Have you been to an IKEA store with no intention of buying anything but ended up spending a huge chunk of your hard-earned money? You're not alone. IKEA uses calculated marketing strategies in their stores. Let me explain. IKEA is the largest furniture retailer in the world with nearly 48 billion euros revenue in 2023. That is nearly 4 times the revenue of its closest competitor. And IKEA's revenue has been steadily increasing over the past 2 decades. They're basically like a furniture superpower at this point. The role of its stores in getting IKEA to this position is crucial, and they use psychology to drive sales. Have you thought about IKEA store layout? Feels like a maze with new and interesting products at each turn, isn't it? They have a one-way system with circular design, meaning as soon as you get in, you take a fixed path and walk through the entire store, seeing their whole inventory before getting out. So this store design helps IKEA impose 2 psychological tricks on its customers. Number 1, scarcity effect. This effect says that us humans place a higher value on items that are scarce. Basically, when our freedom to have something is limited, the availability of that item decreases and we have an increasing desire for it. The one-way traffic system at an IKEA store creates this illusion of scarcity. This forces the customers to put items into the cart that catches their eye. Let's say you consider getting an item and you did not put that in your cart. And later on, if you change your mind, the store design makes it inconvenient to go back and get that item. This is especially harder considering the fact that on average, an IKEA store is 300,000 square feet. And notice how IKEA lets you use all of their furniture and other items by putting them up on display freely. There's a reason behind it. That leads us to the next point. Number 2, the endowment effect. This effect states that people place a higher value on items that they own or are planning on buying. When we put something in our cart, we start dreaming about that item in our homes, and this creates an emotional bond with that item. You don't even have to put that item in the cart. Even the simple act of touching an item can trigger the endowment effect. Once this bond is established, you don't want to walk back through the 300,000 square feet one-way store to get it. Customers are more likely to put the items in the cart just in case, and they never take it out. Now, we talked about how IKEA store layout helps with making customers buy more. But have you thought about why IKEA stores are almost always very far from the city center? Is that intentional as well? Well, yes. For that, we need to talk about sunk cost fallacy. Sunk cost fallacy states that people are more likely to commit to an activity if they've already made a significant financial or time investment. Now, where does this come in play in case of IKEA? The geographical location of IKEA stores. These tend to be giant warehouse stores located outside of major city centers. This means you have to invest your time, money, and effort in getting to the store. And people with no cars, they need to spend time planning their trip, search for public transport, or rent a car. All this leads to the feeling of sunk cost. Because of the sunk cost, customers will feel that they have to make the most of their trip, spend more time in the store, and potentially ending up buying things that they even slightly fancy. Talking about fancying, I love IKEA meatballs. They're so damn tasty, can't lie. And I know you like IKEA meatballs as well. Yes, you. And your love for those meatballs might have helped IKEA to get to buy you more furniture. Yep. Environmental priming. This effect states that any kind of external stimuli can affect your choices. The lighting in a store, smell, temperature, sound, pictures, all these can affect this. The food that IKEA offers to its customers has a priming effect on how they think, feel, and act in the store. Filling your tummy with tasty food and not being hungry makes you happy, and this will have an effect on how much you spend and what you buy. This is what made a former head of operations at IKEA say that their meatballs are the best sofa sellers. So there you have it. What do you think about these psychological tricks used by IKEA? Next time you go to IKEA, remember you watch this video and spend your money wisely. And I know you liked the video. Click on the like button and tell YouTube this is a good video as well. Thanks. I make different types of videos on this channel. Check it out, subscribe, and follow my journey. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys with another video. Take care. Bye.